how many of us hear the word exercise and just, ooh, immediately feel that sense of dread?
Oh, absolutely. That feeling of it being a chore, maybe even punishment.
Right. Something we have to do. But what if? What if there's another way? A world where movement isn't this burden, but actually, a source of real joy and well-being.
That's exactly what we're diving into.
Today, we're doing a deep dive into a whole stack of insights you've shared with us. Our mission, find those nuggets of knowledge that can help you totally transform your relationship with moving your body. We want to explore shifting that mindset, uncovering the really powerful mood-boosting side of movement, and finding physical activities you genuinely love, things that don't even feel like exercise.
It really is fascinating how deep that idea of exercise's punitive runs, isn't it?
Yeah.
But if we look bigger picture, what we're exploring today is, well, it's about unlocking a path to overall well-being. It goes way beyond just physical fitness. We'll get into the science, the psychology behind it, and some really practical, maybe even surprising ways to make movement something you actually look forward to.
Okay, let's unpack this then, this common feeling. Exercise sucks. Why do so many people feel this way? Like allergic to movement almost.
Well, we've been conditioned, haven't we? For so long, exercise has been framed as this grind, something you do to burn calories or change your body.
Right.
And what's really key here is the distinction between that kind of exercise and what we can call joyful movement.
Joyful movement. Oh.
Yeah, it's basically the polar opposite of exercising just to change your body or hit a calorie goal. It's all about finding activities that spark joy, that bring pleasure, shifting from, I have to do this, to appreciating all the amazing things movement does for us. And importantly, it champions the idea that all movement is valuable. One type isn't morally superior to another. Walking is just as valid as running a marathon if it feels good to you.
Which really means the best exercise program is, hands down, the one you actually do.
Exactly. Consistency comes from enjoyment, not obligation.
And here's what I found really interesting. So many of the benefits, especially for mood and health, happen completely separate from weight loss.
That's a crucial point. You absolutely don't need to, slave away on the treadmill just to burn calories if that's not your thing.
Yeah.
It's about finding what feels good and sustainable for you. The mood boost, the energy, the stress relief, those come regardless.
Yeah. So, okay, let's talk about that mood boost. What's actually happening? Beyond just feeling good, there's real science connecting movement and our emotional state.
Right, absolutely. If we look at the bigger picture, movement sets off this whole cascade of biochemical changes right in your brain.
Like what?
Well, your body releases those feel-good hormones we hear about, endorphins, dopamine, serotonin.
The big three.
Right. And these chemicals, they can literally reduce how you perceive pain, trigger that positive, energized feel, like sometimes people will call it a natural high. Plus, they're directly linked to mood regulation, feelings of happiness, satisfaction, even motivation. And we also see cortisol, a main stress hormone, go down.
So you feel more relaxed.
Exactly. More relaxed, more at ease.
Okay, so what about the famous runner's high? Is that all endorphins?
That's a really interesting question. While lots of people definitely report feeling euphoric and relaxed after intense exercise, the research specifically linking it just to endorphin levels has actually shown mixed results. Some studies find an increase, others don't. It might be down to different methods or just individual responses.
So the feeling is real, but the exact cause is still a bit fuzzy.
Precisely. The experience is valid, but pinning it solely on endorphins is, well, probably an oversimplification. The overall mood impact, though, undeniable.
So it's not just one chemical doing all the work.
Not at all. It's more like a symphony. Endorphins get a lot of press, but it's the interplay dopamine driving motivation and reward, serotonin regulating longer-term mood, that creates this sustainable sense of well-being.
Right. It's not just a quick rush.
No, it's more like it's rewiring your brain to seek out that positive feeling, again, through movement. It builds on itself.
And beyond chemicals, consistent movement impacts other things too, like sleep.
Oh, significantly. It can dramatically improve sleep patterns. You wake up feeling more refreshed, actually ready to face the day.
I could use some of that.
Couldn't we all? And it also boosts cognitive function, things like memory, attention, focus.
Wow.
And maybe the most common benefit people feel, it's just a fantastic outlet for stress, a really healthy way to process tension.
Okay, so the benefits are clear.
Right.
But how do we actually find these activities that work for us?
Yeah.
They say find what you love. But after years of maybe forced gym classes, where do we even start?
That's a great question. It really is about rediscovery for a lot of people. One useful strategy. Think back. What did you enjoy doing as a kid? Or even just a few years ago? Try this thought experiment. Imagine all forms of exercise burn the exact same calories. No difference at all. What would you choose to do then?
Taking the calorie part out of it.
Exactly. Would you dance? Go for a walk? Play frisbee? Do some yoga? It helps cut through the shoulds and get to the actual joy.
That's clever.
And you'd be surprised how many people dismiss things they genuinely love because it doesn't look like traditional exercise.
Like dancing.
Like dancing,
Yeah.
or hiking, or playing tag with their kids. Then the next step is just be curious.
Yeah.
Try new things. Experimenting itself can trigger dopamine, making the search itself feel good.
So if someone genuinely loved, say, dancing as a kid, but feels they should be lifting weights, you're really saying just go dance. No guilt.
Absolutely. 100%. The best activity is the one you stick with, and joy is the best fuel for consistency. Shed those shoulds.
Okay.
And, the sources we looked at had some truly wild, wonderful examples of exercising without realizing it. Think way outside the gym box.
Like what? Give us some examples.
Okay, let's start with outdoor adventures. We're talking hiking, sure, but even just a brisk walk. Remember Tim from Nerd Fitness lost 50 pounds just fixing nutrition and walking daily.
Wow, just walking.
Just walking. Or rock climbing, talk about feeling like a badass afterwards. Geocaching, which is like real-life treasure hunting. Even climbing trees or casual parkour.
Parkour? Really?
Yeah. One person mentioned losing 100 pounds doing fun parkour in the woods. It's about finding that adventurous spirit.
Okay, that's cool. What ties these outdoor things together?
Often it's that sense of exploration, being immersed in an environment. It's not just physical. It engages your mind, taps into a deeper sense of well-being. The accomplishment, the rhythm, the fresh air.
Makes sense. What about playful movement, like dancing you mentioned, or roughhousing with kids?
Play is huge. It breaks down those walls we build around exercise.
Yeah.
It's inherently fun, usually non-competitive, often social.
Right.
Dancing lets you cut loose, express yourself. Roughhousing or playing on playground, it taps into that childhood joy of just moving and that immediate mood lift. That's powerful reinforcement.
Yeah, you feel good right away. Then there's integrated activity, like walking meetings,
Yeah.
or other activities consenting adults do.
Yes, exactly. This is where being less efficient is actually better.
So?
Instead of always choosing the easiest, most sedentary option, look for small ways to add movement. Standing desk. Park further away. Take the stairs.
Classic advice.
Classic, but it works. These small things add up. And get this. Some sources mention that even just fidgeting, tapping your feet, shifting around can burn significant extra calories over a day.
Fidgeting counts. Seriously.
It counts. But maybe more importantly, it breaks up long stretches of sitting, which we know carries health risks. It's about creating a movement-rich life.
Interesting. Okay, last category. Passive-active movement, like listening to audiobooks on the treadmill.
Yeah, that's called temptation bundling. You pair something you want to do, like listen to a great story, with something you might resist, like treadmill time.
Makes it easier.
Totally. Or even just sitting in a deep squat or a pike stretch while watching TV. It's subtle, but it counteracts some negatives of just sitting passively. It keeps your body engaged.
So lots of variety. And you mentioned the environment, especially nature.
Yes. Moving in nature seems to offer unique psychological benefits. It goes beyond just that immediate pleasure, that hedonic well-being, like feeling good after dancing.
Okay.
It taps into something deeper, what psychologists call eudaimonic well-being, that sense of meaning, purpose, flourishing. Think about the satisfaction after a challenging hike.
Right. A different kind of good feeling.
Exactly. Spending time in nature builds this nature-relatedness, a connection to the world around you. That can be incredibly motivating and fulfilling, supporting your identity and values.
Okay, so we have all these ideas from dancing to fidgeting to hiking.
Mm-hmm.
But let's be real, life gets in the way. Motivation dips.
Yeah.
How do we make this stick? Make it a sustainable habit?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It really comes down to smoothing out the bumps, removing those common barriers.
Like what?
Well, first off, if you're just starting out or starting again, don't go all in right away. That's often a recipe for burnout.
Yeah, I've done that before.
Right. Start slow, build gradually. Ask yourself, honestly, what's realistic for you? For your body, your schedule, maybe it's twice a week, maybe it's 10 minutes a day. Start there.
What if even joyful feels like too much pressure right now? Maybe someone's dealing with pain or just feeling really low energy.
That's incredibly important to address. If joyful feels out of reach, aim for gentle. Just focus on breaking up sitting time.
Gentle movement, like what?
Chair yoga, some light stretching, maybe gardening, walking the dog slowly around the block. Remember, research is clear. Sitting for long periods is risky, so any movement helps counteract that.
Okay.
And sometimes, if your relationship with exercise feels compulsive or unhealthy, taking a break might actually be the best thing, learning other coping strategies.
That's a good point, too. What about practical barriers? Time, money, access.
Yeah, common ones. Short on time. Try breaking it up. Short bursts throughout the day. 10 minutes here, 15 there. No gym, no problem. Bodyweight exercises, walking, tons of online classes need zero equipment. Parks are great free resources.
And motivation. When it just vanishes.
Acknowledge it. Motivation comes and goes for everyone. On those low days, try focusing on how good you usually feel afterward. Or shake things up, try something new, call a friend to join you, put on a killer playlist or a new audiobook.
Little tricks.
Little tricks. And setting small, achievable goals, tracking your progress, even just noting, I moved today, can give you a little mood boost and keep you going.
It really sounds like the fun aspect is key for making it last.
It's absolutely critical. Studies with kids show it clearly. They're way more active when it's fun and non-competitive. That mood boost they get from play, that's the most immediate reward, and it reinforces the behavior. We don't lose that need for fun as adults.
We just forget sometimes.
We forget, or we're told it doesn't count.
Which brings up a final point.
Heh.
Can exercise ever become too much of a good thing?
Unfortunately, yes. While it's hugely beneficial for most, it can become a compulsion for some. It's known as exercise dependence or addiction.
Really? Like other addiction?
The symptoms can be very similar. Needing more and more to get the same effect, tolerance, feeling bad if you miss a session, withdrawal, losing control, exercise interfering with relationships or work.
Wow.
And while the exact link back to, say, endorphins is still being studied, it highlights that even something healthy can become problematic if it dominates your life. Finding that balance is crucial.
That's sobering. So awareness of that spectrum is important too.
Definitely. It's about a healthy, balanced relationship with movement.
Wow. Okay, this has been an incredible deep dive, seriously shifting how we think about movement from the science of those feel-good hormones working together
The interplay.
to just the sheer variety of activities that don't feel like exercise at all. It really feels like moving your bounty can be this accessible tool for boosting mood and just feeling better overall.
Absolutely. I think the biggest takeaway is just that movement doesn't have to be a chore. It doesn't have to be punishment. By embracing this idea of joyful movement, really listening to your body, experimenting, maybe getting out in nature, connecting with others, you can weave activity into your life in a way that genuinely fuels your happiness, your sense of purpose even.
Finding your path.
Exactly, finding your unique path to a more active and honestly a more joyful life.
So as you go about your day, we want to leave you with a little challenge, a provocative thought. What's one new thing, just one you're going to try this month to find your joy in physical activity?
Doesn't have to be big.
No. Maybe it's that impromptu dance party in the kitchen, taking one phone call while walking. Maybe digging out an old game you used to love. Just take that first step. Find your fun.